Hello and welcome back. Hope you're good, doing well. So this is going to be the euro dollar update. So let's look at the video analysis and then we're going to talk about what we may see next on it. Hello and welcome back. Hope you're good, doing well. So we are having euro dollar set up. Euro dollar is setting up for our next bearish wave all the way back to that previous low up to 112, or in longer term more downside up to 1718. So if you have seen my weekly market outlook analysis, then I hope you remember that we are expecting euro dollar to continue its bearish trend this week all the way back to that previous low. So let's look at the previous chart. So last week when we have seen that the euro dollar broke out that previous top and went higher for our bigger correction, daily correction, all right? So we were expecting it to drop from that top and continue its bearish wave all the way back to that previous low. So price, found its top over there and setting up for, correction over there at the current price, we can see, okay, and setting up for a drop on lower time frame. So if I'm going to look at this for a time frame, so you are having that correction, the correction which I was talking about in the weekly market outlook analysis. All right, so you are simply looking for that correction to break down, okay, break down and continue to keep dragging lower all the way back to this previous low. Okay, so we may see some price action over there at that trend line. So once price reach over there, watch it very, very closely. If it hold, then short-term profit taking, and if break down sharply, which I'm anticipating, then continue to keep dragging lower all the way back to that 112 area. Okay, so what is the worst case scenario? The worst case scenario is that the correction can change, okay, and price can test that double top, okay, and then can drop. So when you are going to get into the trade for the downside, just keep that thing in mind. Okay, so there we can see that correction is building nicely over there on this 1 hour time frame and trying to break down. So you are looking this to sharply break down and continue to keep dragging lower more downside all the way back to the bottom. So thank you. We'll see you back again in another setup. Until then, bye. All right, so that was the euro dollar, video analysis. If I'm gonna look at the charts, all right, so there where we were expecting it to drop. All right, so we were expecting from that top to go down and then that correction to break down. Okay, so that correction broken down nicely. Okay, and the price was heading down. All right, so breakout, we were expecting this breakout to come over there on the euro dollar. All right, and as shown in the video analysis that we may see some price action over there. We have seen price action over there. Okay, that correction. Okay, that correction was also setting up for breakout. Okay, broken down short-term, target hit that previous low, we can say that. All right, and then price, went for another correction ahead of the Fed rate decision last week. Okay, and then we were expecting it to break out too. Okay, during the Fed rate decision. Okay, and we got a breakout. Okay, this is what we were expecting during the Fed rate decision. All right. New Zealand dollar was so weaker, we can say that more weaker than the euro against the dollar, okay, and was breaking down sharply these areas and breaking down, this previous low. So we were expecting dollar to gain against the euro dollar too at that time. So, finally we got the sharp sell-off on it during the Fed rate decision, and we were expecting it to go down all the way back to that low. Okay, so if I'm gonna look at the updated chart, we get a nice aggressive move from that previous top and price to break through this previous low, and it finally has done that, okay, last week. So we were expecting, as you know, this wave to happen and price to break or test that previous low. So as I have mentioned that before in my previous weekly analysis before, that in longer run we may see euro to go much lower. Okay, so euro can go to these previous lows, previous pre-pandemic levels, we can say that. Okay, so it can go all the way up to this previous low. So right now I'm not anticipating this to continue to keep dragging lower all the way back to that low. Okay, so in coming days and weeks we may see another daily correction very much similar like that, and then that can break down all the way back to that low. So right now euro dollar is not ready for buy, or even it is not ready to short for more downside. Okay, so if you are already in, then you are simply looking this to keep keep slowly dragging more downside. The lower it goes, it's going to be good for you. Okay, so right now there is no opportunity at the moment, no sell opportunity, no buying opportunity. Okay, once that daily correction gonna start appearing over there, I'll try my best to update to you. Okay, so until then, have a great day, great time. We'll see you back again in another analysis. Until then, bye.